Hello, Bonita Bay members. Jeff Smith here, one of your instructors here at the Golf Performance Academy. So I thought I'd just brief you a little bit on some of the things that we've experienced here in the first week or so of opening of the Golf Performance Academy. So here's what I've seen a lot of already is members coming in and realizing that they're not going to get teched to death. Meaning this. We have tech in front of us, right? We have information. We can study things about how you are standing on the ground and how you're pushing and twisting and doing these things to move you. And that's terrific information for me, but it doesn't have to come out that way. And we've got some information about the club and ball that we have not had before. And what we're seeing so far is an awful lot of the members who are amazed at not only how quickly they can get better, but they're amazed at the evidence that we have now. So here's a good example of the evidence. So I have a player that had come in just the other day, and I have him pulled up here, and he thought his ball wasn't behaving, and he thought, well, it's always in my golf swing. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing the other thing in my golf swing. And so the first thing that we do is look at what's actually happening. And so, I pull up a couple of videos and I show him, and then all of a sudden his mind is going, okay, so what I thought was happening is not happening because I have evidence. And then I get to show him some things like his pattern of delivery of the club to the back of the golf ball. So what he found out was that he was actually very much a repeater of his action. We looked at about 20 shots that he has where his ball's still going all over the place, and his club coming in the path that we see, the variance was only a couple of degrees. So the swing direction coming in was very much the same thing. And then the attack angle, how much down it was coming into the ball, was also within a couple of degrees, which is also very much the same thing. And the speed that he was delivering the club to the ball was very much the same thing. And so his movements and everything he thought was wild and crazy wasn't. But what was wild and crazy was his ability to control the club face. The grip kept changing and the club face kept changing a couple different angles. And so what would happen? He would deliver it in the same manner, coming in the same way, coming in with the same speeds, and the ball would go all over the place because he simply wasn't under control of his club face. So all of a sudden, the member realizes that he doesn't have a golf swing problem. What he realizes is that he has a club face problem. And that can be handled at the very beginning. So here we are talking about things that are going on in the golf swing and proving to him that he really didn't have to think too much about all of that because that's where his mind went. A lot of members do that. A lot of golfers do that. They always think golf swing equals ball flight. But in this case, it didn't have anything to do with it at all. So we're actually able to prove by using the evidence that we have on what's the most effective way for the player to get better. And then they get better faster. And then their mind is not all over the place trying to fish in every golf swing pond they can find, essentially, to go get better. So come on in, see us, and let's use some evidence-based teaching, because now that we have the evidence, it's really a good thing for all the players, because then they know really what's happening instead of just guessing at what's happening. So come on in and see us. We'll make you better.